Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all had a day y'all needed to have. So for devotional today, I just want to read the last verse of chapter 2. I'm in the book of Job, so it just, you know, was weighing heavy on me, and I was trying to decide like what book of the Bible do I want to read, going into this new month and everything. And I'm just like, these past seasons and things I've been going through, and I feel like I can relate, to Job. We're taking, hit after hit, loss after loss. And I'm just like, I want to read with Job because I want to see, how he got through it, and didn't allow it to make his faith to waver, and how it caused him to deepen his relationship and trust in God. So today we just gonna read, like I said, today I read chapter 2. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. We're just gonna read the last verse, and it says, "So they sat down with him on the ground 7 days and 7 nights, and no one spoke a word to him because they saw that his grief was very great." Now, it's something powerful about people who being present when you're going through things, when you're in pain. And I feel like it just shows real support. Like, you could just come and sit with somebody, and you don't just say, well, I'm checking in, or call me if you need anything. You're like, no, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna sit with you, and I'm not gonna try to minister to you. I'm not gonna try to preach to you. We don't have to pray. I'm not gonna try to fix it, and then I'm just gonna sit in this heaviness with you. And I think that's something that we all can take note of. So it says, not only did they sit with him, they sat down with him on the ground, right? This shows humility and closeness. Like, I'm not standing over you, or I'm not, sitting over there, or refusing to meet you where you are in this time. They came down to where he was. Real care doesn't stay distant. It comes in, it comes close. Love meets people where they are, not where they wish they were. If you love somebody, you got to meet them, like I just said, where they are, I feel like that will help them get to where we want them to be if we meet them where they are. And it says they stayed and they sat 7 days and 7 nights. So that's a real commitment. They didn't leave. Like I said, they didn't do no quick check-in. They stayed. Some seasons aren't solved quickly. Sometimes we gotta sit in it for a minute. And sometimes it helps just a tiny bit to have somebody sit with you the whole time. Don't leave. You don't be there just in the beginning and then leave. Check in the middle and then just leave you, or come with you at the end of it. No, they stayed with him the whole time. Healing and grief takes time. We got to stop rushing people. We got to stop rushing ourselves to be healed and to, get over things that we lost and people we lost. Real support doesn't rush the process. We allow it to happen, and we stay close, while people are going through their process, to show our support. No one spoke a word. Now, I feel like this is the part that we struggle with the most, staying silent. They didn't try to explain his pain. They didn't offer quick scriptures and answers. They were just present. Just present. And I feel like that's what Job needed in that moment, because no word would have helped ease what he was in, what he was experiencing. He lost everything. His kids, his animals, and his health was affected. He lost everything. Not everything needs a response. Not every moment needs to be fixed. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can give or receive is presence. It's so powerful. We don't even realize the power I have that somebody is just there. Just there with you. And then it says, for they saw that his grief was very great. They recognized the weight of what he was carrying. Yes, baby. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
Okay, they recognized the weight of what he was carrying.
Hi, dear people.
Yeah, say hi to the people.
Hi.
I know, you waiting for them to say hi back. They can't say hi back right now. Mama's making a video.
Make a video.
Yes. So they didn't. Let me finish, boy. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
I shouldn't have said that. But not let me finish. He keep grabbing the phone. They didn't minimize it. They didn't rush him out of it. They acknowledged it. Like, I can see, it's clear that you're hurting, that you're in pain. Your loss is great. We can feel it in the silence. You know, I'm sure coming around and visiting him, it was always full of laughter and just a lot of people and all his sons and his daughters. They might have kids and family. He had all those animals. I'm sure, you know, it was always a word being ministered. He was, you know, and now it's probably just silent and dark and heavy, and it can be felt. You don't even have to say it. Your pain doesn't need to be compared to anyone else's. You don't have to downplay what you're feeling. God sees the full weight of it, even when others don't. So don't get too caught up if others don't see. You know, it's good when we do have people who see us. Like, I see it. I feel it. You know, without you even have to explain it. But even if people don't see it and they don't get it, just know that God does. And he doesn't take it lightly. Your pain, you know, and the heaviness you're going through. And he will be there with you. He will sit with you through it all every day and not leave your side. Know that his presence is always there. Just acknowledge it. Just bring it into your awareness and watch the power that it has. So what does all of this look like, right, in real life and day to day? You allow yourself to feel without rushing to be okay, because we all want to be okay, I know. But to really be okay, you got to give yourself time. You become more present for others instead of trying to fix everything. Sometimes, like I mentioned, the best thing you could do is just be there for them. You don't have to give them a solution. Most times they know the solution, but they just need time to process what just happened or what is happening. And just having someone sit in that with them could feel so comforting and empowering. There's empowerment that can happen in silence. You stop expecting quick answers in heavy seasons. Job had to stay here for a while. He had to go through, you know, some days, some time. It was just like, all right, it happened next day and everything is fixed. No. Sometimes, sorry, I was eating. I forgot. Yeah. Anyway. Sometimes you got to sit with it, right? Sometimes healing doesn't start with words. It starts with being seen and not left alone. Let's normalize not leaving our people when they are hurting, but staying there and through it all from beginning to end. Not all supports come through solutions. Some of it comes through presence that stays. So, as we come to an end of this devotion today, I just want you to know you don't always need answers. You just need presence. And sometimes you don't have to worry if you don't have the words. Your presence is more than enough. And sometimes it's the greatest thing you could offer. But I'm done ranting. Let's pray.